Ka Sarkar Jela ha kasipalai kelarai banyakran ha ka Kynhun Myntri ka bakinsai kendu biangsian banyakran ha loka district council hari luom garo la ka don kam ni aman penja ni ka samui trekam ka jongka habai kren berkila pathai kubor hadin ka jelang jongka Kynhun Myntri Myntri langba ka jala ulai thu ba ya ka tei kamat kinsara ya kamat banyakran bansim ya karai ha ka ni ka si Myntri langba ulakren ru ha loka jinglilam no eudo yong ha ka wai pat kalyang ulakentai ba ka jingpei ne ka jingthei ka tang bathap ikijabo urnyam ha ka nong ba jinren katkum ka jingong jung mardor mariatiap katai ke jingja kilapha wa jingtep haki bor district bat ka kai pot bakiyo kalong bakam dun satya ke jingja kumolami ki khubor ka Kynhun Myntri kala simru ya ka rai ban sedang no ya ka jingpen mi bat priya yo ya ka umso wan balapen mi na ka jela kiwi pat gira hinek sni kalong khabai dai ba kinong rap bat ru kimar po khando nalor kiwi.
Yes, we had in fact already started the process and then at one point there was some concerns that were raised by NGT. To be very specific, NGT wanted the government of Meghalaya to transport the coal from the quarry to the depot. And earlier we had proposed that let the coal miner himself bring the coal from the depot to the from the mines to the depot because it is difficult for the state government to go into this. But the NGT did not agree to that, and therefore we had to go through the process of actually getting transporters to transport those products. And in the initial stage, when we went for a tendering process to get transporters, we did not get response. So then we had to then finally go into the district level, and the deputy commissioners then called this particular tendering process locally, and we got response in 2 of the districts. And so now hopefully we'll be able to move things faster. So these kind of unforeseen situations did come up, but we have to follow the rules and the laws and as per prescribed by the NGT. So because of that there was a slight delay, but I'm hopeful that things will move now in the faster pace because the transporters have been finalized. The Agriculture Department and the Finance Department had a meeting regarding this issue, and I'm happy to inform all our farmers that those farmers who have availed the Kisan credit card loans, the state government of Meghalaya will be reimbursing 2% of their interest from the state government side. So there will be an interest subvention from the state government of 2%. This will of course apply to farmers who have taken the loan and have repaid the loan along with the interest, and it will be a reimbursement of 2% of the amount that comes out from the state government side. This has been done as one of the steps towards supporting the farmers during the time of COVID. We understand that farmers and a lot of the public in general have faced a lot of challenges during this time of COVID, and therefore this is one of the subventions and some of the steps that we have taken. And I would like to thank our Agriculture Minister, the entire Finance and Agriculture Department for taking this step, and I'm sure that this will go a long way in helping the farmers and also in also kind of promoting this entire Kisan credit, and we hope that more and more farmers go for this in the future. Manufacture and sale of homemade fruit wines in the state, and under this particular rule we will be now formally creating rules where individuals can now make homemade wine and sell them in the market. This will now allow farmers whose produce sometimes goes to waste. They will be helped with this particular process, but at the same time we will also find a lot of entrepreneurs who would be would get jobs through the creation of this particular rule and framework. And in this we have from the state government side ensured that the ad valorem that is paid by these homemade fruit wine producers will be much lesser compared to the other products. So here only ₹100 per case will be the ad valorem fees. Also we have completely done away with the VAT that these homemade fruit wine producers, they will not have to pay VAT. And third, also we have also ensured that the license fees to make these wines, the license that they take is going to be only 7,500 rupees, and these can be opened up by individuals, by different cooperative societies, or by different companies who would like to go into this, and we strongly feel that this will really boost not just the overall the wine sector, local wine sector in the state, but I think it will go a long way in helping the farmers also who produce a lot of fruits in the state. Chief Minister's Special Urban Development Fund, which has an amount of 8 crores and 4 crores respectively, earlier were implemented through the respective urban affairs and rural departments. But in the interest of improving the overall efficiency and ensuring that the time spent on actually processing the files reduced, these two schemes have been converged into one scheme now under the banner of Chief Minister's Special Development Fund, which will be in the future implemented by the Chief Minister's Secretariat. So this will be the same fund amounting to 12 crores, but it will be now implemented by the Chief Minister's Secretariat, and the purpose is to ensure that the implementation is done at a faster pace. We immediately informed UCIL, we informed the Deputy Commissioner and the SP, and they have gone to those sites to survey the location. And the initial report that has come officially to us by the DSP out there has said that no such leakage has been there, and there's no such incident that has taken place where there has been an exposure or a crack or explosion of any kind of these kind of tanks that was being mentioned in the press. So the initial report that has come to us by the administration and by the DSP out there is that no such incident has taken place.